Okay, everyone. So today's video is about the square table that we'll be using for sourced events. This is a metal table and it comes with a nice carrying bag to make it easier to transport. Folds up very easily. The table already came pre-assembled, so that was nice. All I had to do was unfold this side and have it stand up perfectly on its own. Nice metal sturdy table. It is about just under 21 pounds, so it does have a little weight to it. The important thing that I want to point out here is that these instructions that come with it, it shows that it has a middle shelf right here, as well as additional supporting bars here. The client ended up taking these off just for shipping purposes, especially to help with that weight of it as well. But it is still completely stable, so don't worry about that. I feel confident to be able to put several bottles on here and not have any issues. The other thing that came in here were these extra screws. I'm just keeping them with the bag just in case, something happens and I need to use a screw somewhere else, but you shouldn't need those. It also had some Velcro in between with the wrap here that it came with. So I don't think you really have to have it on there because these are both the soft-sided parts of the Velcro, so it's not like it sticks to itself. But I am glad that they sent this because I'll show you what I did with this. So let me just kind of get rid of these things here because of course you won't have those in a tasting. What I want to point out is with the wrap here, I had to make a little alteration to it because this is a wrap that would standardly go on your vinyl table, like with the bean table in a previous video I did. So it is too big to wrap around and have it securely fastened so that it doesn't drape weird, okay? Because you want these to be nice and taut. So what I ended up having to do is I took a little bit of that extra Velcro that was in the package there, and I added a piece. Let me show you. I just cut a small little 1-inch piece right here. You can't see that too well in the light, but it's just right there on the corner. So I happened to just eyeball this. Initially, I held it on one corner and then wrapped it around to see about where I would need it to go. Then I wrapped it from one side. Let me come around here. You'll see I added another 1-inch piece about right there on the corner. Then I took the soft, again, make sure you put the soft side on the material so it doesn't end up snagging it, because this is the tooth side here, the rougher. And so whenever this wraps around, it's going to lay completely right on it. So you see it's already making a nice wrap around. And it's just a sticky sided stuff, so you didn't have to sew anything. If you felt like you needed to just put a quick stitch in it with some black thread, just make sure you follow the seam so then that way it doesn't look bad. You want everything just to be blending in really nicely. And it shouldn't take more than one or two. And then come over here and put this one on this corner here. And again, that was just all sticky stuff. I didn't have to sew anything just yet. And then my last piece wraps around right there. Pull my bag out of the way, of course, because you would have this out of the way. And then you can also, the wrap has that soft-sided Velcro all the way down, and the inside of the table leg, the back of it also has the toothed side of the Velcro. So you could go ahead and attach that all the way down, but it will have to kind of go along from the corner then into the side of the table. So now I'll do the same on this side, just so then that way it'll come neatly. And just come all the way down and flip that up. So then now we'll come around and it has a little bit, I'll just kind of straighten this out a little bit so it drapes nice and flattens out. And then you have your square table with the wrap on it.